Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of Argos Dragons High School Athletics on the Voice Sports Network. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. Be sure to thank them and use their services when possible. The Voice Enterprises is Northeast Indiana's largest provider of high school sports. This broadcast is available online and on your mobile device, so you never have to miss a game. Thanks again for listening. Now, sit back and enjoy this broadcast.
All right, good afternoon from Crown Point High School. I am Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone.
Hello, and here we go.
Got Phil Dean behind us here on the camera, and we are at the Crown Point North Semi-State. The Argos Lady Dragons are going to be taking on the Tri-Central Lady Trojans. The Lady Dragons come into the game with a 23-3 record. They are coached by Gary Teal. He is 57-33 in his fourth season with the Lady Dragons. He is 215 and 143 in his 16th season overall. Tri-Central Lady Trojans come into the game with a 17-11 mark. They are coached by Kyle Stage. He is 80-58 in his sixth year with the team. Lady Dragons are ranked number 6 in the Class A coaches poll. They are number 5 in the Class A Sagarin ratings. The Lady Trojans are number 16 in the Class A Sagarin ratings. They are 196th overall. The Lady Dragons are 110th overall, 110 overall. Wow. The only common foe this season for these two teams was North Miami, and both teams won versus North Miami. There have been no meetings between the two in the last 15 seasons. Predicted score from John Harrell is 49-38, going the way of the Lady Dragons. How did they get here? The Lady Dragons started off at the Culver sectional, number 51. They won versus Culver Community, who was 2-20 at the time. They won that game 46-19. Then they went into Friday semifinal. They beat La Crosse, a 13-9 team, 60-41. And in the thriller, the championship game of the sectional, they came from 17 points down to beat number 7 South Central, who was 19-5, 49-47. Last week they went down to Caston and won game 1 versus a 14-10 Bethany Christian team, 58-38. And then in the nightcap, they took on a North White team who pulled the huge upset, beating the number 3 Marquette Lady Blazers. And the Lady Dragons took care of number 10 North White, who was 22-4. They took care of them 53-33 to win the Caston Regional and move on here to the semi-state action today. Tri-Central was at the Clinton Central sectional, sectional 54. They won their first game versus a 15-6 Clinton Prairie team, 62-41. They won the second game versus an 0-22 Clinton Central team, 82-32. And then they beat Frontier in the championship game. Frontier was 11-14, and they beat them 50-25. They moved on to the Tipton Regional. They won the first game versus North Vermilion, a 19-18, 58-47, and won the nightcap versus a 21-5 Union City team, 55-52. The Lady Dragons are led by 5'9" junior Courtney Dunlap. She is scoring 17.4 points per game, followed by the senior Val Ross Popo, who's scoring 11.3. Sophomore Macy Stricker is scoring 7 points per game. Senior Kaylin Barlow, 6.8. Sophomore Shanna Miller, 3.9. Junior Anna Barlow, 2.3. And junior Kennedy Binkley, 1.9 points per game. They are led in rebounding by Kaylin Barlow, 7.3. Courtney Dunlap is actually the second leading rebounder with 6.1. Anna Barlow, 3.8. Stricker, 3.6. And rounding it out is Ross Popo and Binkley at 1.8 and 1.9. Assists per game, Dunlap leads the team with 5.4. Ross Popo 1.8, Stricker 1.3, Miller 1.2, Binkley 1.1. Dunlap leads the team in steals as well at 3.2. 2.2 for Ross Popo, 2 even for Stricker, 1.5 for Shanna Miller, and 1.9 for Kennedy Binkley. Tri-Central is led by their senior guard, 5'6", number 12, Haley Ferris. She scores 13.9 points per game, pulls down 6.6 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 2.9 steals. Second leading scorer is a 5'4" junior, number 24, Taylor Davis. She is at 11.4 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 3.3 steals. Rounding out the top three for the Lady Trojans is Emily Richard. She's a 5'10" sophomore, wears number 31. She scores 9.3 points, pulls down 4.8 rebounds, 0.7 assists, and 1.3 steals. They have a slew of players that are under 3 points a game that fill out their top five. The Lady Dragons came into the game on a nice hot streak. They're winning that sectional that I think that South Central was favored in. And boy, last week they just took care of business down there at Caston, Andy. They had 20-point wins in both games. What's your thoughts here today?
Well, I mean, we have to continue what we've started in this postseason. We have played tremendous basketball. I've said it, we kind of ask every game before, we ask what the Dragons need to do. Well, what they need to do is play how they did against South Central in the Winter Classic, because that was one of our best games. And I tell you what, in this postseason, they have done just that, and it can't stop now. I don't care what John Harrell says. I don't care what the records say. You have to play your best ball when it comes to postseason, because everybody's gunning for you. Upsets happen. Everything that goes and can go with you or against you. It just depends on the game that you have to do. So the Lady Dragons have to come out, be calm, cool, and collective, take the quality shots, spread the court, put some threes in, opening up the channels for Dunlap. Then once they try to cut that off again, we got Barlow we can dish to. Everybody's working hard. And I really see the Dragons doing some very good stuff again tonight, in this game. It's theirs to lose. Let's just say that. We're writing up it as a win, but it's the girls' game to lose. Coach has all of his puzzle pieces out there. The girls got to put it together.
Yeah, this is, I equivalent it to the Super Bowl, and the team that does the best job of turning it into a just basketball game, the quickest, is going to have the upper hand. It's huge crowd here looking across. Argos is supposed to have half of the gym, and we've completely took over the Lafayette Catholics side.
Yeah.
Great representation. I've got some pictures on our Facebook and Twitter. We're sitting directly across from the Argos side. They are loud. They're proud. If you're still in Argos, keep an eye on everybody's house, because nobody is there. We do appreciate you tuning in here, whether you're watching us live as the action unfolds, or whether you're watching us later in the evening, hopefully after the victory. So, as always, our pregame is brought to us by In Stitches and Signs. And I tell you what, they came up huge for the Lady Dragons again.
Yep.
They, 2 weeks in a row, a banner hanging in the gym or in the lobby of the school. Did up, I don't know how many shirts this week.
I tell you what.
But they've done a really good job. And we gotta give them all the props in the world. And if you have any kind of embroidery, screen printing, signs, banners, vehicle lettering, anything like that you need done, give them a call, 574-892-5956, or you can visit them on the web at institches.com. That's INSTITCHZ.com. And they've done wonders here for the Lady Dragons and for the Argos whole school here in the last, even before this, 6 months. So it's going to be a wonderful game here tonight. We've got about 7.5 minutes before tip time. I do want to take a second here and thank all of our other sponsors by word here. Argos do it best. You know, they've done wonders. They've changed the signs around in there, and they've done a lot of great things for the community. You've got CNS Outdoor Equipment and CNS Outdoor Automotive. Rich and Amy, thank you for your support. Fitness Forum, Lifeplex up in Plymouth, Frick Services, the Kuntzes, and Fred Day, and all the people down there at Frick and Leitersford. We got to thank you guys. H&H Contracting and Hereford Home Inspections. Jenny and Rob Hereford, you guys have been on board from day one, and we thank you tremendously. Halderman Real Estate, Kelly Hoffman, Mindy Hoffman. I know you're working with the Carson Hoffman in your soccer with the Zone.
Yeah.
And, you know, their daughter Cagney is a 8th grader, and I'm sure the 8th grade squad is just chomping at the bit, you know, wishing that they were in 9th grade this year. But they got another year to wait. Oliver Ford, you know, all of the great folks up at Oliver Ford, we thank you guys. State Farm, Alvin Morris, Ryan Morris, Anna Morris, Macy Morris, J.J. Morris,
the whole crew.
Annie Morris that we didn't name, you're in our thoughts too. And of course the Zone Sports Complex, you're a part of that, Andy. But you know, Ted Hayden and Doug Griffiths, and I know Ted was dying because they're over at a tournament at Spiece this weekend, and he was really dying.
I've got the messages already coming in from Doug and Ted, making sure that I keep them up to date and telling us good luck and everything that goes with it. You know, and they're you know, just tremendous supporters. And I think they were more nervous than what we were earlier on, because Ted was just sending me all kinds of stuff on my way over here. You know, telling Macy, tell her to relax, she can play her game and this and that. So,
well, I know my nerves have been shot since about Wednesday, and I tell you, actually sitting up here getting behind this computer has helped me out quite a bit, because it's kind of gotten me back into something that I can actually, you know, work off my energy on. Versus just sitting there and being nervous. And the crowd in front of us is getting up and rowdy. Oregon Davis team is coming in here. They're going to be playing in Game 2 of the semi-state here. They're going to be taking on the Lafayette Catholic Lady Knights.
Yeah.
And Oregon Davis is, man, they're a team that I don't think anybody's going to stop Oregon Davis.
Yeah, they are tough. They've been putting the things together for a while now, and they have got their system down. So then I tell you what, we haven't always looked eye to eye, the Dragons and the Bobcats, but I tell you what, they sent out a message how they were going to support the Dragons, and I tell you, their fans were on their feet clapping as soon as the Lady Dragons come out. So I got to give kudos to them. That's just tremendous. We're all from the local area. We've battled in the past. Good respect, battling back and forth, all the way from 5th grade up. You know, just tremendous stuff. So you know, you got to tell them good luck. They've told the Lady Dragons good luck, and they're going to support us. So I want to give a shout out to my wife there, Amy. She's doing the books again. She doesn't get to enjoy the game, and she made that comment. It's hard for me to enjoy the game when she's doing the books, but she does the books for Coach Teal and the staff because she loves it. And obviously with Mr. Trophy, with what she does to help when she can. And Steve Stricker, myself, I'm not really concerned. Joe Manikowski once again out hanging signs this morning. Just tremendous school spirit. The Argos Fire Department and Argos EMS escorting the girls and the team out of town. Tremendous stuff to them. Just kudos. This is a totally involved crowd and community. So the town is about 1,600 total population, and we've done the rough estimates with our brilliant maths, and we are over 900 people strong here. That is well over half the community is here supporting the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, and I want to give a big shout out too to the Old Gold Boosters Club and everybody that's been involved. You know, Mandy Nifong and you know, Andy and Joe Manikowski and Lori Manikowski and Londa Dunlap and everybody has chipped in and done their part. Julie Miller, all you guys, you deserve huge kudos for getting the girls here and the things that you've done, not only getting them to practices and stuff, but the things that you've done this week. I know they had a pep rally. They had a dinner. Yeah, the teachers bought them lunch yesterday, and then they had a dinner after practice.
They even got dinner for on the bus ride home today. I mean, it's just tremendous support, and that just shows you the pride.
Phil's going through here, giving us a shot of the crowd. Good job, Phil.
Yeah, we got.
And it's huge representation here for the Lady Dragons, and we got about 2 minutes here to go before tip time, and it's just it's a wonderful thing, and I love being on this side. I mean, I wish the crowd was behind us so we could feel them, but I also love to sit here and see it. This is kind of the setup we had at Culver, even though we had some fans behind us that were
unreal.
I don't think we're going to have that issue here tonight, but we want to wish both teams good luck. I hope everybody makes it through.
No injuries. Everybody happy. Everybody working hard. That's what we want. It's good sportsmanship, and we want good quality basketball. There's the Argos pep block going a little bit crazy.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of media here. Here come the girls. They're getting ready.
They are
back out on the floor, and look at that. The OD people are standing up for us, and everybody on the other side. So definitely appreciate. We apologize for some of the things I may have said in the past about Oregon Davis.
No, but it's all part of the rivalry, but even with rivalry, you still have some mutual respect.
Yeah,
so
they're not.
We're getting getting things around here, and it's just the way it's got to be. So.
All right, so we got like a minute here to go before the start of this. The ladies are lining up, getting ready for national anthem, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be one of the things that the team that does the best job of turning this into a ball game quickest.
Yeah. Well, I spoke to all three coaches before the game, and I think Coach Teal's quote before the game was probably the most accurate. I'm more nervous than what these girls are.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's an honest assumption of the game. So, I'm more nervous than the girls are. Coach Teal understands how big it is. The girls do. But if you've been on this side of it and you've been around this stuff for a long time, you really get to see how this can affect a community, and sure enough, it sure has. So, we got 16 seconds. We're going to go ahead and hush up and get ready for the national anthem.
So the Lady Dragons are going to be the visitors. I can't really say visitors on the scoreboard because they got the Dragons on there, but
okay, it's going to be hard for me to sit down, but I'm going to try.
All right,
here we go with the starting lineups. Number 10, junior Courtney Dunlap. Number 14, senior Valerie Rospopo. Number 22, junior Kennedy Binkley. Number 24, sophomore, Macy Stricker. And in the middle, number 44, the senior, Kaylin Barlow. Oh boy, coached with Gary Teal, and here we are with the home team, the Tri-Central Trojans. Number 12, senior Haley Ferris. Number 21, senior Kelly Kingseed. Number 22, Sierra Quesada. Number 24, junior Taylor Davis. And number 31, sophomore Emily Richards.
Argos Lady Dragons coached by Gary Teal. The Tri-Central Lady Trojans are coached by Gage.
And they are loud and rowdy already, so let's see what's going on here. And
All
Barlow is going up against 5'10", sophomore Emily Richard. Not a very tall squad, 5'4", 5'6", 5'4", 5'4".
Oh boy, I got goosebumps. We're getting ready to go here from Crown Point. Lady Dragons taking on the Lady Trojans.
All right, let's make sure the officials are as good as the quality of the game. Here we go.
Tip is up in the air.
Barlow gets it, and it goes to Dunlap, and Dunlap has it. And Dunlap's going to go quick, and she lays it up, and she's fouled instantly.
All right, 7 seconds gone in the game, and Dunlap's going to be at the line shooting 2. Nice aggressive drive to start the game there by Courtney.
All right, let's see if she can start off just right, way she wants to. Relaxed. And the first one's good.
All right, Lady Dragons take a 1-0 lead here from Crown Point.
And the crowd's still coming in for the Dragons. And the second one's good. Dragons up by 2. And they're going to a 3-2 spread style defense. I think they got them by size. 2-3, I'm sorry. 2-3, they got them in the size department with ease. So let's see how they do. They're going to try to go to get Barlow in foul trouble. And they look a little hesitant already. Kicks it over. Ross Popo's all over. Picks the dribble, kicks it way out. Back to her. Dunlap kicks, and there's a tip out of Barlow, and there's a steal. And Binkley gets the recovery, and here she goes. Dunlap comes across, kicks it over to Stricker. Stricker looks, back over to Dunlap. Binkley. Ross Popo lets it go through her hands, and there's a turnover for the Dragons. And Coach Steele's telling them that's okay. Relax.
That was a little nerves there from Val.
Just wanted to make the pass before she caught the ball. And I tell you what, this team looks a little shaky already. I mean, Tri-Central looks a little nervous. Good defense out of Binkley. Kicks it out.
Dragons gone back to the man-to-man this trip.
And I think they got a match. And there's another tip by Barlow, and the ball's loose, and Binkley's going to get it.
Jump ball. That's going to go Tri-Central's way. Great defense for the Lady Dragons, though.
And Barlow helps them up. That's 2 in a row. Barlow is tipped loose. And I don't think they're used to having someone so tall. And Barlow's got the long arms, and she's really got positioned very well so far in this game. Binkley's on him. Here's a 3, and it's no good. Rebound. Ross Popo kicks it over to Dunlap, and Dunlap's going with pace. Here she comes down the court. Kicks it over. Stricker, 3, and it's good. Nice shot out of Stricker. Dragons up 5-0. There's the ball, kicks it over. And she's going to
travel. Turnover. Second turnover of the game for Tri-Central. And like you said, they are very, very tentative here at the start.
Well, I mean, literally there's 200, 250 fans of theirs. And there's 900 fans of ours. You're going to be intimidated. Stricker looks. Kicks it over. Ross Popo drives. She's got to open play.
Yes.
And there's 2 more points.
It's coming out.
How in the world did that not come out?
Nice heads-up play there by Barlow. Kind of sealed her girl off.
Yep.
And there's
kicks it across the baseline. And there's a foul on Dunlap.
They're going to call a foul on that. She had all ball.
Yeah,
but
she got it in her hands and looks at the official like, hey, what's up?
That should be on the floor. Yes, it's going to be out of bounds. Tri-Central. First foul of the game for the Lady Dragons.
Oh, boy. Well, the Lady Dragons still have to play their game. They can't let the emotions go too high too early. Ball's loose. They get it back. Chips it out. Again, the Dragons' defense is all over them.
They've only had 1 shot at the basket so far, have the Tri-Central Lady Trojans. So great defense. You knew that coming into the game. Argos
we've talked about it. The average, we kill on everybody on the average points allowed.
Number 2 in the state coming into the game with 32 points per game.
There's an NBA 3, and it's way off the mark, and Binkley's not going to get it. And Valerie Rospopo with the foul.
Yeah, she got her with the body. It was unintentional, but it's a foul on Rospopo.
Well, I tell you what, you got to let her shoot that all day long because she was out on the red, which is
of the C,
which is a good 8 feet behind the 3-point line, and she shot it too hard. So she knew she was far, so she heaved ho, and
if that's the offense they're going to
have. Ball kicks out. Here's a quick jumper, misses, rebound, and it's off Barlow's hands. And it goes off her feet, and it's going to be
that rebound came off that rim really sharp and just come down and hit Barlow in the feet. They really
I talked about them shooting beforehand, and they were missing quite a bit, but they were hitting the rim short a lot. That's thrown out of bounds, and Stricker's going to go get it, and she's going to throw the ball, and another turnover.
3rd turnover here early for the Lady Trojans.
In comes Ashley Schmidt, a sophomore, 6 foot, and they're going to put her in to try to battle against Barlow, sophomore. Let's see what she does. Dunlap goes and loses the ball. And there's a jump ball.
That's going to stay Argos on the jump ball call.
And the Dragons need to settle down. They should have 7. It popped out, but they're gonna be all right. A little sloppy, a little nerves. Everybody's rattled. Adrenaline's pumping. Dunlap, Stricker, 3, and it's just off the mark. Good shot out of Stricker, just off the mark. Kicks it over. Here comes the Lady Trojans. Binkley.
Good defense as always from Binkley.
Yep. Barlow all over. Smart. Hands straight up. And there's a travel. Great defense out of Barlow. Shutting her down. And that's what? 4th or 5th turnover?
4th turnover here early for Tri-Central. I'd like to see the Lady Dragons get a little bit better on their offensive flow.
Yeah, they need to get a couple buckets here, settle down, and Dunlap's doing that exact thing. She's just, hey, relax. I'm just going to drive up, relax, jumper, and she's tipped, fouled. Barlow, rebound, and puts it in for 2.
Nice rebound by Kay Lynn off of the miss by Dunlap. 7-0 Lady Dragons.
Well, Binkley misses. Could have been a push off.
Yeah, she got away with it.
And the ball's loose.
Oh, Binkley goes down.
Binkley's down. She's tough. And she's hurting a little bit, but she's going to battle through.
Jeez.
And there's a good shield, and there it is.
That's an illegal screen. It should be, but
and
they
what
don't
are they
call
calling?
it. They're going to call the foul on Barlow on the floor, but they've got to watch that screen. Whoever Barlow needs to make sure she warns Binkley. If her girl's going up to set that screen, she just got Binkley killed on that one.
Kicks it over, drives, fakes. Barlow stuffs her, and rebound goes to Rospopo. And Rospopo looks, gives it over to Dunlap. And Dunlap's going to have no problem coming down. Crossover. Licked over to Rospopo. Binkley. Dunlap
nice
driving
cut.
in, and it's just off the mark.
Beautiful cut by Dunlap.
Binkley rides her, goes down the court. And they're going to call a foul.
That's 2 there we could have had with that miss by Rospopo and Dunlap, but still a 7-0 game. We got 3:48 left to go in the first. And number 12, Ferris, is going to be at the line shooting 2 off of a foul. They got Stricker on that?
Nope,
No, Binkley.
22, Binkley.
Okay. I was going to say, she wasn't even near that. And first points of the game for Tri-Central are in.
The Dragons need to settle down on the offensive end. You're correct. I mean, they got to relax. The other thing is, that's 4 fouls already. They need to settle down just a little bit and not play sloppy. Second
shot is in, 7-2 now.
and they're going to try to double team a little bit out top. And here comes Dunlap. Trap over to Ross Popo. Binkley. Barlow. Stricker wide open and puts it in for two. What transitional play out of the Dragons.
Great ball movement that time. Nice find from Barlow in there. An easy bucket for Stricker.
Everybody's looking for the next pass. That's what you have to do when you're going to get open.
Dragons in the man-to-man now.
And that could have been a travel right there. Stricker, smart, pulls back, and here comes a layup, and throws it up, and rebound Barlow, and here comes Dunlap.
Got a Ross Popo.
And fakes, drives, low jumper, and it's just off the mark. Stricker with a huge offensive rebound, and unthrow. Unluckily, she gets thrown back, and it was stolen. And there's miss, and here comes Dunlap. Dunlap's
got
going.
2-on-1 with Stricker.
Dunlap, says, I'll take that. Easy
Good
scupper, they
job.
let her have it. She was going to give it to Stricker and then said, hey, if you're going to give me a step and a half of room. And there's the first time out, and the Dragons are on their feet. Listen to that crowd.
2:37 to go in the first period. It's an 11-2 Argos lead. We're going to take a break and be right back.
What does Valspar? Investment quality paint, pressure washers, nuts and bolts, canning supplies, bug spray, chicken coops, fire pits, lawn furniture, grills, carpet cleaners, garden hoses, lawn seed and fertilizer, and everything in between have in common? They can all be found at your local Argos Do It Best Hardware, 200 West Walnut Street. Argos Do It Best is your one-stop shop with the hometown service and knowledge you have grown to love. Argos Do It Best Hardware, 200 West Walnut Street in Argos.
The products you know, the people you trust do it best.
All right, we're back here. First quarter action. We got 2:39 left to go in the period. Tri-Central had to call a timeout after a flurry of points there for the Lady Dragons, taking an 11-2 lead. And you can see it, the crowd's over there getting loud for the Lady Dragons. And off to a great start here so far. And defensively, they've forced Tri-Central into 4 turnovers here in the first period alone. So
the only downfall so far, the Dragons get a little bit anxious, got a little sloppy, and got 4 fouls so far in that first quarter. And there's still 2:30-some left in it. So the Dragons need to mind their P's and Q's on the old aggressiveness. You still can play tight defense, but you just got to, if they're falling down or going a little bit out of sorts, let them go. They're not going to make a good quality shot anyways.
the one good thing about having 4 fouls, there's a travel. Wow.
Yeah. And Barlow swats another one and rebound for Dunlap.
I was going to say, the good thing about having 4 is nobody has 2. They've all got 1.
And
Dunlap
misses, and there's going to be a foul, and she's going to the line shooting 2.
She's got 4 points so far here in the ball game, and see if she can add to that total.
Well, I tell you, Dunlap missed a couple of these. Ross Popo's missing the easy one. Barlow's missing the easy one. It could simply be 20 already. Dragons just got to relax, get their nerves in check, and then go ahead and sink those easy buckets.
Our first free throw is off the front iron for Dunlap.
All right, 2 of 3 from the line for Dunlap. And she just, like I said, just concentrate and do your game. I guess right now there's just not enough pressure on her. She likes when the pressure's on her, she makes them.
Second one is in for Dunlap.
That's a good shot. 12-2, Dragons up.
10-point lead here, and 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Herder.
I tell you what, here we go.
Got some LaVille people down here may trip over. That's nice
Duncan.
to see.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, that's half my soccer team right there. And there's a drive.
They're going to call Dunlap, and that is that's going to be her second. Yeah, so the only thing going wrong here for the Lady Dragons, that would be it. She's going to probably
be smarter than that. We just talked about it. She knows what she's doing. She'll be just fine.
And the free throw rolls out for 31, which is
Emily Richard, the sophomore. Two sophomores in there battling against a very tough Dragons team. And that one's off. Rebound, Dunlap.
She's going to go up
Stricker's
quick.
open, and ball's loose. And she kicks it over to Stricker. Stricker turns, squares up, and puts it in again. Stricker with 7 already in the first quarter. Good vision out of Dunlap. Dragons playing defense, and you can hear the pet block for the Dragons.
Back into the 2-3.
Kicks it out. She thinks 3 and misses.
And
out
rebound
of bounds off of Binkley.
Oh, off of Binkley, huh? Looked like it could have been off Tri-Central,
Yeah.
but Kennedy was the last one to touch it, so they'll have the ball out of bounds underneath.
Number 10, Kinsey Liniger, is in for Tri-Central. They kick it out wide. Ross Popo. Barlow misses. Loose. Ball's loose, and here comes Stricker with the rebound. Ross Popo kicks it up to her. Brilliant pass. And
All right. Wow, that was an interesting shot from Val, and it goes down.
I tell you what,
16-2
I don't even
now.
know what to say about that. She could have turned and squared up, but she just heave-ho up and reversal.
That was a reverse layup, Andy.
And here we go, and misses. Here comes the rebound. And the ball's loose. Barlow gets it, kicks it over to
Good job
Dunlap.
by Kaylin.
Gives it over to Stricker. They're all over Dunlap. They are going to try their best. Here comes Stricker. Turns on the sophomore. Beats her. Kicks it over to Binkley.
Under a minute here in the first, and there's a
They're
foul.
gonna travel.
Oh, travel. That's the third turnover on the Lady Dragons.
Well, the Dragons are having their way with it, but I still want them to tighten up. They cannot play sloppy like this the entire game. It's going to give the other team, I guess, hope for a better word. 37 seconds left in the first. Tipped by Binkley. Here's a quick three, and it's way off the mark. Dunlap rebounds. And there it is. Crossover. Good move. Calls it out for one. Here's the trap. Ross Popo, three.
Bingo. Oh,
No,
shoot.
just
That looked
misses,
good.
just short.
It's hard to tell from this angle here.
And there's the ball thrown away.
It's gonna be a
Ross Popo's
turnover.
going to challenge her. And it's going out of bounds, and it's going to be the Dragons' ball underneath with 4.4 seconds left.
All right, let's see if they can get a
plenty
good
of time
shot
for
off.
a good quality shot.
Yep.
What do I always say, Steve? Time to run the picket fence. Argos has
there
got
we
their
go.
version of Hoosiers. Here it is. Ross Popo
Steps
three.
back for three.
And it's a little short.
She stepped too far back.
Yep. And that's going to point two, and that's going to end it for the first quarter. Dragons going in with a 16-2 lead after the first.
All right, after one quarter of action, Argos with a 16-2 lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Second quarter action, you're coming your way in just a second.
Fitness Forum Sports and Wellness in Plymouth has hundreds of ways to make exercise fun for the whole family. And with your membership, all group exercise classes are included. Tired of the way you feel in your clothes? Now is the time to do something about it. Sign a one-year contract at Fitness Forum and get your first month free. At Fitness Forum, we believe exercise is medicine. Visit fitnessforum.biz for our hours and all services provided. Fitness Forum Sports and Wellness, 2855 Miller Drive, Suite 101 in Plymouth.
The quality and service of C&S Outdoor Equipment has now expanded to C&S Outdoor Automotive Service. You can expect the same great service and hard work from C&S Outdoor Automotive that you are accustomed to receiving from C&S Outdoor Equipment. Priority number one at C&S Outdoor Automotive is top-notch service for you and your vehicle. Stop by and see Rich or Amy at 770 North Michigan Street in Argos for all your outdoor needs, or give them a call at 574-892-5790. That's 892-5790.
All right, getting ready for second quarter action here from Crown Point. Don't forget, you can tweet us at Argos Sports, and we'll give you a shout-out here. Big game. Lady Dragons in front, 16-2 after one quarter of play. And it's going to be Tri-Central ball coming out of the break, starting the second quarter.
Well, here we go. Let's see what the Lady Dragons can do. Got to mind their fouls. They got 5. They can put them in the 1-on-1 early. She battles through. Kennedy battles through. Here's a long three again, and it's short. Rebound goes. She dribbles out of bounds.
Yep.
And it's going to be Dragons ball.
Fifth turnover of the first half. Sorry, am I running
That's
in?
all right. Yeah, you're getting a little anxious here. Keep getting me closer.
I'm sliding
closer.
over.
Here comes Dunlap across the timeline. Kicks it over. Binkley. Looks. Barlow. Straight to Ross Popo. Caddy corner. All the way over to Binkley. Dunlap for 3. And it's good. She got hit afterwards. The official looks at her. She's sitting down on her butt and says, well, I don't know. I guess it's a foul, but I'm not going to call it. Brilliant shot. Dragons up 19-2. Shoots, misses. Rebound. Stricker again. Battles for it. And they're all over her. She battles through it. What a work. What work. What a work. Fabulous play. Dunlap, Popo, Rush, Popo, Dunlap, Barlow gets it in for two. I can't even keep up. They're going so fast.
She was on her butt.
Oh, my word. Stricker just saved it with, I don't know how. There was like 16 different moves, rolling around on her knees, getting moved, hit, bumped, and never picked up her dribble. She walked. Oh, and they're going to call the first foul on Stricker.
Yeah, she's got to get into the party. She hasn't.
The girl wasn't even in control.
Yeah.
She just run and pray.
A little slide to the right there by Stricker, and she would have took the charge. But
I tell you what, though,
Ferris is going to go to the line to shoot two, and the first one is good.
21-3. And out comes Stricker. 7 points. Tremendous hustle. First foul. Got to love it. That play, I don't know how you could explain it.
Second free throw is good. 21-4 now. Argos with the lead.
Shanna Miller checks in.
First sub here for the Lady Dragons tonight, this afternoon.
And Dunlap goes and kicks back and going to lay it over. They're going to have a foul, and that's only the third team foul for Tri-Central. Let's see here. 40, that's her first. Schmitz kicks it over Ross Popo. Ross Popo for three, and it's just off the mark. And here we go. Tri-County has it, kicks it back. Miller, Tri-Central, sorry. Kicks it over, the ball's loose, throws it up. And they're going to call a foul. And I tell you what, they are absolutely foul happy. The officials are just killing me.
I don't know that they're calling it consistently from end to end. There's
No,
a lot of
not at
contact
all.
going on down here at this end.
The other, Tri-Central is just out of control, just throwing the ball, anything they can.
Free throw is good for Ferris.
Oh, yeah. 7 fouls on the Dragons and 3 for Tri-Central. And they haven't had ball or body control the entire game.
That's Binkley's second, and the second free throw is no good.
Dunlap with another rebound.
16-point Argos lead.
Jumper off the mark. Barlow puts it up, and she's fouled from behind.
I was going to say, oh my.
And she's going to the line. Number 31, Richard, with her probably second, I think.
That was a nice rebound there by Barlow off of the miss from Dunlap. And let's see what Kaylin can do here from the line. She's got 2 shots coming up. We're under 6 minutes to go in the
Valerie
first half.
Ross-Popo is over at the coaches getting chapstick. Are you kidding me?
Well, her lips hurt.
And Barlow just misses the free throw. And Binkley gets chapstick. What's wrong with these girls?
It's winter. Your lips get chapped.
I guess.
Second free throw is
It's
good.
good out of Barlow. 22-5. Ugh. My word. Well, the last 2 games the Dragons have won by 20. And at the moment, it looks like they could do this again.
Well, you don't want to talk about that just yet. We're still pretty early in the game.
Good strip out of Barlow.
It's going to go out of bounds off of Barlow's hand. Emily Ross-Popo is watching Val play here today on the stream, and give a shout out to Emily.
All right, here's the ball in, way deep. Binkley's out. Val's over. The fans are yelling to shoot it. And the ball's loose, and it's going out of bounds.
6 turnover for the first half for Tri-Central.
And they're just pretty much just driving in, hoping and praying. I mean, that's their game plan. Trying to get fouls.
You got 6'2" Barlow right there in the middle. She's clogging everything up, and the praying isn't working so far.
Yeah. Dunlap, elbow shot, misses. 2 players with the ball. That's travel. Long enough to where they're fighting amongst themselves. That's got to be called. Kicks it out. Here's another fake. Kicks it over. Tries long 3, and it's no good. Schmidt misses. And Dunlap Barlow gets it. It's loose. And here comes Ross-Popo. Kicks it over to Dunlap, and the Dragons got a break. And Miller, they got to pass that. That's where Dunlap's got to pass it.
Yeah, she had 2 girls ahead of her that time and decided to take it.
Misses. Dunlap rebounds.
I want to see Val get hot here.
Yep.
They need to work it there. There's an open
Right,
shot.
Bobo. Miller, wide open, drives.
Oh. Turnover on Miller. She gets called for the travel.
Shoot that ball.
Got 4:20 left to go here in the first half. 22-5.
I'd like to see Anna Barlow come in. Kaylin's starting to suck some air. Kicks it over. Caddy corner. Schmidt. Richards. Ball's loose. Shots. Misses. Rebound. And there's Ross Popo for the easy layup. Let's see what she does. And she puts it in for 2.
Nice look out that time by Dunlap. Found an open Ross Popo for an easy layup. 24-5. We've got 3:40 left to go in the first half.
Misses. Rebound. Dunlap. And here's Ross
She's
Popo
got Ross
again.
Popo on the left. And she
they
decides to
slowed it
pull
up.
it back.
Miller all by herself. Little fake. Little jumper. And it's just off the mark. Rebound.
That should be a foul on
Yep.
Central. Dunlap got the rebound. It's going to be the 5th team foul. They already put it up. 4th team foul.
Let's see here.
4th team foul on Tri-Central. And we got a substitution, number 40.
Fifth. Number 40's out. Schmidt's out.
And 32 comes in for her.
Cassidy's in. That's a 15 foul. Dunlap. And there's a foul.
6th team foul. So the next foul by Tri-Central is going to put the Dragons at the 1-1.
And Dunlap was hit hard.
Nice hip check. Yeah, she got a Charlie horse.
And let's see if the back's on. Oh, Dunlap had it. Kicks it out. Ross Popo. Back over to Dunlap for 3. And it's good. If you're going to leave her open, she's going to take it.
Second three-pointer for Courtney of the game, first half. She's got, 10 points, I think.
Yeah, I'd say at least. Ball's in. Defense out of the Dragons. Drives. Barlow stuffs. 100%
And that goes
ball
off.
went off of
Tri-Central out of bounds.
Yep, you betcha. And the fans.
Here comes Anna. She's getting ready
There's
to check
Anna
in.
Barlow. I knew it. Kaylin with a tremendous stuff. That's her 3rd block of the night.
Not only did she get the block, but it fell down and hit the Tri-Central player and went back over to Argos. So she's got a big smile on her face, doing really well here to start the game.
Standing ovation out of the Dragons just for the sub. You got to love it.
So we got Miller and Anna Barlow in with the 3 starters, Dunlap, Binkley, and Ross Popo.
Kicks it over to Miller. Ross Popo. Binkley.
They're putting pressure on Val really
Yeah,
hard.
they are all over Val. They don't want her shooting. She comes over to it. Going to drive. Kicks
Nice
it down
pass.
to Binkley, and she's
Oh, wow.
big block.
Big block out of bounds. That's all right. Nice pass from Val.
You got to give it to number 11, Sharp. That's twice now. The Dragon players went down. Tri-Central's Sharp goes over and helps them up. That's great sportsmanship. Off the back, and there it is. Off the back play. We knew it was coming. She does it all the time. I asked for the last time, and then she took advantage when the middle cleared out. She does that quite a bit. That's a great assist for herself. Drives, kicks back. Looks, Miller, good cutoff.
Trapped in
And
the
there's a
corner.
steal
Ross
by
Popo
Ross
gets
Popo.
it.
Kicks it over to Dunlap. And the Dragons are pretty much having their way. Ross Popo kicks it over. Miller fakes. Back over to Ross Popo. Barlow, turnover.
Bad pass there
Yep.
from Val.
Happens.
5th turnover of the half for the Dragons.
I want to see Stricker and Nifong. Yeah, here comes Nifong. Good block
Anna.
out of Anna Barlow, and there's the second one's going to be a foul.
Minute 34 left to go in the first half. We've got Bailey Nifong getting ready to check in for the Lady Dragons.
Well, I tell you what,
The foul's going to be on Barlow. That's Anna. That's going to be her first.
8th for the Dragons.
The only thing, I guess there's 2 things. They're a little bit high on their turnovers and just a little bit high on the
Dunlap's
fouls.
coming out. Smart move by the coach saying, hey, Dunlap, you're out. Nifong's in. Miller. And here comes Mariah Lineberry. And out comes Kennedy Binkley. The senior coming in. Binkley going out. Tremendous defense out of Binkley again.
The only thing that scares me with this lineup is who's your main ball handler right now?
Shanna Miller.
Okay.
And there's a good one. Rebound out of Miller. Right there it is. And ball's loose. It's stolen.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake there by Coach Teal. He needs to get a ball handler in there. He needs to get Stricker back in the game.
Yeah, one too many. Yep. But here we go. Nothing against Miller. She was double teamed, a very good double team. They picked it up and they got it. And then that was a kind of a cheeky foul. She really didn't do anything there.
Well, you just don't want to give them any kind of momentum here. You got a 21-point lead. You want to go into half. You want to keep it over 20. And right now it's at even 20, 29-9.
And here comes Ross Popo with the ball to Miller. Miller drives right through. Saw Lineberry. Didn't get a chance to get it to her. Minute 15. Miller fakes. Lineberry's open. And there's a bad pass out of Miller. There's a three, and it's way short, and it's out of bounds. All right, let's see if the Dragons can settle down. Up by 20. 51 seconds left. Ross Popo gets it. Kicks it over to Lineberry. Lineberry drives. Kicks it over. Barlow. Shot. Misses. Rebound tipped out. Ross Popo for three, and it's just off the mark. Tipped. Gets down low. Here we go. Here's a three. Fakes. Here's a three. Fakes. Misses. Ball. Rebound. Lineberry.
15 to go.
She's trapped. Throws it over, and here comes Shannon Miller.
10 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off here. Get it, Barlow. Nope, no shot. After half of play, it's a 29-9 Argos Lady Dragons lead. We're going to take a break and be back here with our halftime stats.
Thank you for listening to the preceding Voice Sports Network broadcast. The Voice Sports Network is proud to bring this service to you, but we remind you to support your local schools when possible. Go to the games, support the high school athletes, and show them your support. But when you can't make it, you can always listen here. Thanks again for listening from all of us at the Voice Sports Network.
Have you heard of the Zone Sports Complex in Northern Indiana? The good news is now it's open and there's simply nothing like it. Best of all, it's in our backyard. The 30,000 square foot sports facility is located on the west side of Plymouth, right off US 30, just minutes from Argos. The zone has leagues, tournaments, clinics, camps, and one-on-one group lessons for basketball and volleyball, as well as speed, strength, and agility training for all sports. The zone also features indoor soccer, which will soon be housed in a brand new 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility that will also house flag football, lacrosse, softball, and baseball. Like the zone on Facebook and visit our website at thezonesportscomplex.org for all of the zone's upcoming events. Call 574-935-3939 today and find out that there's simply no place like the zone.
Since 1989, Frick Services Incorporated in Leiders Ford has been serving customers from Fulton, Pulaski, Marshall, and Stark counties with sales and service of seed, custom spread fertilizer, ag lime, custom spray ag chemicals, and hydrous ammonia, and offers the ProTech Partners program. This hard-to-find location is in the northwest corner of Fulton County on County Road 750 West, about a quarter mile north of 400 North, on the south edge of Leiders Ford. Frick Services Incorporated is proud to support the Argos Dragon High School athletes. Visit Frick Services Incorporated for all of your agribusiness needs. 800-542-4034. That's 800-542-4034. Are you thinking about seamless gutters? Or what about decorative concrete? Rob Herford of H&H Contracting specializes in seamless gutters and all aspects of concrete work, walls, flat work, and yes, decorative concrete. Contact Rob Herford at 574-229-0971 and let H&H Contracting help you design the project of your dreams. H&H Contracting partners with their homeowners to produce the work of the highest quality and making sure everyone is satisfied with the final design. That number again, 574-229-0971, or email Rob Herford at rherford@yahoo.com. Are you looking for farm ground to buy or have some you want to sell? Let the expert team of Halderman Real Estate and Farm Management be your go-to team. They combine years of experience with breaking technology to bring the buyer and seller together to maximize the best potential outcome for the clients they represent. Halderman's Marshall County representative is Kelly Hoffman. Give him a call today at 574-274-1948. for all of your real estate or personal property auction needs. Halderman's Real Estate and Farm Management. Give Kelly Hoffman a call, 574-274-1948.
All right, we're back here from Crown Point High School, halftime of the North Semi-State Class A Semi-State. I guess I already said Semi-State. The Lady Dragons are up 29-9 over the Tri-Central Lady Trojans. Andy, the Lady Dragons are 16 minutes away from a trip to Indianapolis to play for the state title.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think the Dragons were firing on all cylinders. They got a little bit of foul trouble, a couple turnovers more than I like to see. But overall, this Tri-Central team has absolutely no chance at the moment. Now, anything can happen. There's a full half a game to play. You never can count anybody out. We were down by 17. We come back and win. They're only down by 20. Do I think it's going to happen for them? No. The Dragons are going to take this, but anything is possible, so we don't want to count the chickens before the eggs are hatched. Or is that which way does that go?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, okay. Is that
how
right. It works?
That's actually it is.
Well,
yeah,
I'm waiting to hear.
Okay, so
we're having a little discrepancy on our fouls.
Well, go ahead and give the points, and we won't worry too much about it. I did have one thing. The other thing besides the fouls for the Lady Dragons I was a little concerned with was the fact that Argos came in and did have 7 turnovers. Has 7 turnovers in the first half. Tri-Central started off with 5 turnovers and then did really well in the second quarter with only 1. And so that's the one thing. They've got a little bit of foul trouble, and they've got to really watch the turnovers there in the second half of this one. But right now they're sitting pretty good with a 20-point halftime lead. And first half stats.
Well, I want to thank Crown Point's basketball group. They give us a whole printout of stats, courtesy of their staff. Thank you very much. That's even better for us. It makes it a little bit, we got all kinds of stuff we don't typically have. All right, so let's go. We're going to start with Tri-Central Trojans. And you have Taylor Davis with 3. Cassidy Jade with 1. And Haley Ferris with 5. Now, that's 9 points, okay? 9 points. 7 of the 9 are free throws. Okay, so they're not getting good shots. They're not getting open shots. They are 1 of 23 from the field. Yikes.
1 of 23. Is that
1
right?
of 23 for the field.
Let me get my calculator out here and give you a percentage on
that.
All
right, you work on that. I'm telling you right now. Well, I can tell you it's 4.357.
Yeah, 4%.
They already have that for me. These guys are animals.
Oh, my gosh. 4% shooting for the first half.
Oh, my. But part of that's just pure tenacious defense out of the Lady Dragons. You got to give them credit. So let's go to the Dragon side. We have Barlow, Kaylin with 5. Stricker with 7. Ross Popo with 4, and Dunlap with 13. Now, I got to tell you, Stricker's first three-pointer sparked the Dragons at the beginning of the game because we were a little slow and shuggy. She put it in, and that made it 5. And then the next time down, we got another bucket out of her real quick. Tremendous. You know, that's the stuff that fired the Dragons going. And Dunlap hit a couple threes. Ross Popo's got a couple buckets, just smart lay-ins, 1 reversal. The Dragons are doing okay, but they do have some foul trouble as far as I'm concerned. Fouls. Dunlap, Ross Popo, Dunlap, Stricker, which we're not in agreement with, but they gave it to her, Nothing you can do about it.
We were kind of
Binkley
wondering.
And Kaylin Barlow, all three have 2 fouls. We were wondering why Stricker wasn't back in. And come to find out, because we assumed she only had one.
Yeah.
The entire time she had 2 fouls. Smart coaching out of Coach Steele. We were up here second guessing why he wasn't putting her in, because she is probably the second best ball handler on the team by far. And the Dragons need to tighten it up a little bit when they had their subs in. There's a little bit of nerves. They were double teamed and they weren't ready for it. But 29-9. It's not like the Dragons are doing pretty good.
You threw Shanna Miller in the fire right there when you're pulling Dunlap out, and then all of a sudden, you want her to be the primary ball handler. Really did very well. She had that quick turnover there in the foul with a 3-point play, but did better after that. And her and Val were able to work together. And they finished out the half fairly strong, still holding a 20-point advantage. And the only thing that I can see that's a disadvantage to being up 20 is the crowd's a little quiet.
Well, right now
like
it's
see
just,
them,
and you're in coast mode right now, and let's see what happens. But it's not over.
I think the imperative thing for them is going to be to come out and get another quick 10 points or so here in the first part of the third quarter, and build on this lead. And then, if you get up around 25, 26 points lead, and then you can really, ride it out, and then just kind of.
I got to make a correction on our fouls. It's Binkley, Stricker, and Dunlap with 2 fouls each. Kaylin only has 1, but she got subbed because she had so many blocks and was really working super hard.
She's working hard.
She's got, obviously, if they have block shots, Barlow it shows her with 2 and 1 for Anna Barlow, but
do they have deflections?
I don't see that on here.
Because they may not count some of those. May have just been a tip.
I don't know. I'm not real sure. Dunlap with 3 assists. Ross Popo with 2. Binkley, Stricker both with 1. Barlow with 1 assist. Let's go through our total points. Well, I already did. I tell you what, I'm just so. We are 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Don't say it.
16 minutes away from going to state. And
this is the farthest that the Dragons program has ever made.
And they are 16 minutes away from making history for the school.
The boys, in 79 made it to the Final Four down in Indy when there was only one class.
And that's crazy. So here we go. I tell you, I'm going to have to get up a little bit. I got to stretch. I got to get my fan base over there pumped up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up.
Third quarter getting ready to get started here. The Lady Dragons are going to have the ball coming out of the break. 29-9. They have a 20-point advantage here over Tri-Central. Stricker is going to inbounds it. And here we go. Second half action. 16 minutes to go.
And Dunlop gets the ball. Kicks it over to Stricker. Stricker looks. Back over to Ross Popo. Fakes. Gives it over to Barlow in the corner. Barlow drives. They're going to charge oh my word, and there's a second foul on Kaylin.
Well, that's what you're going to have when you got your 6'2" girl at the three-point line. I mean,
well, she's so tall, her arm's up, and it automatically goes to the throat on the shorter girl. It's not intentional foul; it just happens that way.
You don't want your post player dribbling the ball at the three-point line.
You don't. There's a tip, and here comes Dunlap, and she's got one in front of her, and she's going to be fouled, and they're going to call it on the floor. Yes.
Well, she threw the shot up. Should have been on the shot.
No shot. No. They're going to call it on the floor.
Okay.
And that's a smart play. You know you're going to draw the foul. Dunlap kicks it into Barlow. Gives it back to Dunlap. They are turned to the side at an angle. No more back passes. And Dunlap misses. Rebounds. Puts it up for 2. And there it goes in. And she's going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And she's talking to herself, telling the team, hey, I'm a little off. She just said it. I could read her lips. She goes, I'm a little off because she missed that jumper.
Well, if you're going to miss it, you follow your shot, you put it in, you get fouled. So I guess you can't complain about that at all.
Yeah, a bucket and a foul. Not like making up for it, I
right.
tell you. Here she goes, and that one's good. And there's 3 quick points for the Dragons, up 32-9. We've heard them talk. They always come out of a quarter or a half looking to get 10 quick points. That's their team philosophy, and so far they're doing okay with that. Ball's kicked over. looks. And it's thrown
Tipped
away,
out.
tipped out of bounds
Yep.
by Barlow.
Binkley.
Was it Binkley?
Binkley tipped
Oh.
it. Good defense.
Man.
Kennedy Binkley has just, the last, before sectional and into sectional and regional, she has stepped up her defensive pressure just tremendously.
Yep, ball's in. Kicks it way out top. Binkley's on her. Goes around. Stricker step side. Good help. Kicks it low. She's got nowhere to go. Here's a jumper. Misses. Rebound. Goes over to Ross Popo.
It's going to stay Tri-Central. They knocked Ross Popo out of bounds, and it went off of her.
Well, I'll take that because the way they've been, they could have easily gave Val her second foul. Kicks it up. No one's on her. She's going to fake. I thought she was going to take the three. And there's
Nice.
a steal out of Dunlap, and the back jumper misses. Barlow with a big rebound gives it over to Dunlap.
And Dunlap gets the pressure, and it's going to go out of bounds off of her. It's going to be the turnover, first turnover of the second half for the Lady Dragons.
Well, it looked like a foul, but he didn't call it, so
Well,
you
I
got to
think
be able to protect that ball.
The thing is, the ref had already turned his head and was headed the other direction.
Yep.
Did not see that.
Here's a shot, and it's off the mark. Rebound, tipped. Barlow gets it and outlets to Stricker. Stricker slows it down, says, hey, we're not in a hurry. We're going to set up and run our play.
No.
It gives over to Ross Popo.
Got lucky on that
Binkley
pass.
fakes. Kicks it over. Stricker, three. And it's just off the mark. And it's off of the foot.
What was he calling? Tip.
I don't know.
Travel.
Bigger
Yes.
in life. I think it's because the girl went across the line, but she didn't have the ball when she went across, so it does not matter. It's the ball that's off back
and nobody tipped it. It just went
off of.
she
Well,
just
it went
lost
off of Binkley's foot
Oh,
when
okay.
she ran by it. I think that's what they were saying, but the ball never crossed the line. It was never an issue. Out of bounds. Off
Miscommunication
of
there. Dunlap and Ross Popo weren't on the same page, but goes out of bounds.
That backdoor cut would have been good, but she cut and the pass was already thrown.
Well, Val zigged, and Courtney thought she's going to zag.
Yep. Stricker relaxes. Kicks it over. Ross Popo. Binkley fakes. Kicks it over. Stricker. Dunlap. Oh, no problem. Fakes. Jumper. And it's good.
Nice drive by Stricker. Kicked out to
Yep.
Dunlap,
Good
and a little
assist.
15-footer goes in. Up to 25 now here for the Lady Dragons.
Could have been a travel there. She skipped her little foot just a little bit. Binkley all over him. Throws it. And Stricker with the steal just about gets it. Good hustle. Great anticipation out of Stricker.
Well, we knew the Dragons were strong on defense, but allowing 9 points halfway through the third quarter, that's a whale of a game.
Long three, and it's missed. Rebound Dunlap. Ross Popo's going to the corner, and they're tailing her. Back to Barlow, back over to Dunlap. Fakes.
Barlow needs
Stricker.
to-
And they're going to call travel.
Yeah. She needs to get set and let that go before she takes off, but that's a turnover for the Lady Dragons. I got them for 2 here in the second half.
Well,
She got a little antsy, wanted to go before she was ready.
Coach Teal settling them down. They got 5 points so far this half. And there's a steal out of Barlow. Ross Popo ends up with it, and she's going to go, and there she's fouled.
Barlow just stuck her big, long arm out there and
Good
tipped it
quick
out.
reaction. Tipped it right over to Ross Popo, her teammate.
Much like the first half, Lady Trojans have started off with 3 turnovers here.
Picture is really blurry on the webcast. Well, not much we can do. The internet's as good as it gets. Dunlap drives, misses. Ball's loose. Throws it down. It's at her feet. Outlets. 2 players.
Wow, they had 2 back, nobody with the Dragons, and they don't
misses.
get. And they get. Wow, Val's on the ground. Wait, what? Courtney is on the ground. The girl trips over her, and they're going to call her for a foul? Are you kidding me? On the ground, the girl steps on her, and they call her for a foul. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that. we're going to take a break. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Looking for a basketball league or tournament, or for a place to improve your overall game? Well, look no further than the Zone Sports Complex of Northern Indiana. The Zone, located on the west side of Plymouth, is the place to be for all of your basketball needs. We have hoops clinics and camps, plus individual and group basketball lessons. You won't find any place that offers the kind of coaching you'll get at the Zone, which features a pair of coaches who played college basketball, including Dwayne Morton, Kentucky's 1990 Miss Basketball Award winner and one of the greatest players ever in Louisville basketball history. So make sure you don't delay and you join the Zone team today. Like the Zone on Facebook and visit our website at thezonesportscomplex.org for all the Zone's upcoming events. Give us a call at 574-935-3939 and get in the Zone.
Well, that foul call is going to be
I don't get it.
Dunlap's third. I'm kind of perplexed, too.
She was laying down. She got knocked down. The girl basically steps on her and trips, and they call it on her. How does that work?
That is the oddest call that I have ever seen in a basketball
that's
game.
terrible, terrible, terrible. And there's the crowd getting into it, telling the D up, D up. Quick jumper misses. Gets her own rebound, misses, and Barlow puts it in, and here comes Dunlap. They're going to try the trap, and Dunlap loses ball, gets it back, kicks it over to Stricker.
They're putting a lot of contact.
They get to do what they want right now on the body.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
making
sorry
sense. Yeah,
that we're up by 34. You still have to blow the whistle. 34-9. I can't help it. That's not our fault. That's not my team's fault. Our girls' fault. They got to be able to play without getting obstructed.
There's a.
And that's a nice shot. Dunlap pushing through it, and she's shaking her head like, "Hey, where's the foul?"
Yeah, they're not going to give us any calls right now. It doesn't appear to be, but that's okay. We're up 36-9 with 3:42 to go in the third quarter.
And there's a steal out of Barlow. What a read on Barlow's point. Great, great, great anticipation. That's two straight steals. And the girls got quick hands. And tips it out again from Dunlap. And there's Barlow going to cover her defense. And there she swats it. They are going to call everything on the Dragons. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, we've seen that from Barlow, though. She likes to come
brings
down
her
on
arms
that
or
and
swings it across.
Whether she hits her or not, they see that, and they're going to call it every time. The Lady Dragons really just need to settle down. I mean, it doesn't feel like it, but that's the first point of the second half for the Lady Trojans.
They have 2 points from field goals. The rest are all free throws. And that's 8 points so far. And the second one's up and missed. Rebound, Barlow gives it over to Dunlap.
Yeah, if they wouldn't be getting some of the calls they're getting, they would be, only about 3 points, 4 points.
Dunlap's going to have to feed the ball out. Well, that or call the reach in that they haven't called. And there's the bump.
It's going to be the 4th team foul on Tri-Central. We've got 2:58 left to go here in the third quarter. 36-12 is the score.
Well, defense is not an issue right now. I'm putting in Shannon Miller to get another set of hands on that basketball so they can pass around it. Kicks it over. Kicks it over. Stricker. Dunlap looks, fakes. And lays it up, misses. And they're going to call Binkley for the foul.
Yeah, she went over the back on the rebound effort, and that's going to be her 3rd or 4th.
I don't know. That's her 3rd at least. So we got 3 on Dunlap, 3 on Binkley, and here comes Shannon Miller. And here comes Binkley out.
All right.
I just said it. Extra set of dribbling hands. Binkley's a defensive monster.
Well, Shannon Miller does pretty good on defense
does very
herself.
Well. Very well. 3 fouls each. And I tell you what, Stricker's maintained her poise, and she hasn't picked up her 3rd yet.
You had to go and say it,
yes,
didn't you?
I jinxed her, but I'm going to make her rise to it.
Anna
Kicks it
Barlow
over.
getting ready to check in.
Kicks it back. Long 3 again, and it's way off, and nobody gets the rebound. And there's a rebound out of Dunlap, and she loses the ball again. Misses.
Bad effort there by the Lady Dragons. Two girls just standing there, not getting back off of the missed layup.
The Dragons got to have better control of the ball. This is ridiculous out of them. They just need to play a little bit sharper.
We got 5.
Stricker, Ross Popo, 3. And it's good.
There we go. That's first bucket in about 2 minutes of play here for the Lady Dragons. They've got 5 turnovers here in the third quarter alone.
Yeah, well, they're pressuring Dunlap, and so far she's not handled it the best. They got double teams like crazy on her, so it's sometimes when that happens. Ball's rotated around, looks. We want them to shoot the 3. They have been unsuccessful the entire time from the three-point line. And they've thrown some real bombs from great distance to try to get it in. Here's a tip and a steal. Stricker ends up with it. Kicks it over to Dunlap. Over, Ross Popo, 3. And it's good.
2 in a row, Val Ross Popo, 42-14. Now Lady Dragons in control.
That's what we said. We got to get the Dragons, get Val hot, and they're going to be in trouble.
Travel,
Fakes.
no call. Another
And
travel, no call.
Jumper, 3, no good. Rebound Stricker. And she's fouled immediately. Great rebound out of Stricker.
It's going to be the 5th team foul on Tri-Central, so no shots just yet. Who's saying we're fuzzy?
Tony Dean says a blurry.
Well, Tony Dean's here.
Well, I don't know if somebody at home's texting her.
Okay, well,
Maybe.
I apologize if we're fuzzy. Sometimes if you stop it and restart it,
It helps.
it helps.
Ross Popo drives to the bucket, puts it up for 2. Holy cow.
8 points last 3 trips here for Val.
Oi, get out of the way, folks.
Senior Ross
We
Popo.
saw this in the first half of the last game, and she is on it now. Tips
the
it.
ball.
And that's what great teams do. If one's having trouble, the next one rises. Anna blocks, gets a rebound, fights through it. Ball's loose. They can't. I tell you what,
10
hands all over
seconds.
them.
10 seconds, Court.
She goes. Stricker puts it up, and it's good. Stricker was open, and then Courtney Dunlap drove in and put it in, and that's
After
46-14 the Dragons.
3 quarters of play. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
Take the worry out of buying a new home with a Hereford Home Inspection. You can be confident that Hereford Home Inspectors have completed a comprehensive training course and use the latest technology available, and they have over 10 years experience. Oftentimes, it's the little things that separate a good home from a great home, and the Hereford Home Inspectors are right there to talk you through the process of any needed repair. An informed buyer is a confident buyer. Be confident in your purchase. Call Hereford Home Inspection, 498-6013. That's Hereford Home Inspection, 498-6013.
Andy Stone, we are 8 minutes away from a trip to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Lady Dragons are up 46-14. If my math is right, that's 32 points. They increase their lead by 12.
Ross
in the
Popo.
third quarter. Val Ross Popo
Come
with
alive.
8 points in the last minute of that third quarter. And the Argos fans, I think they can feel it. I can feel it.
They're
And,
standing up. I mean, it's. You
Wow.
don't like to see a route like this. You like to see a tough quality game, but I tell you what, when the Dragons are playing like this, it's hard to do. It is hard to do, and it's hard to compete with them. And today they are showing why they are going to go to state.
we are 8 minutes away right now.
Kicks it over. Defense. Kicks it up. Here's a quick 3. Fakes. Barlow. And there's a shot. Second field goal, or third field goal of the game for the Lady Trojans. Ball over to Stricker. Stricker comes across timeline. Ross Popo. Caddy corner to Miller. Stricker. And they're going to cover Ross Popo like glue.
Well, that just opens things up like we saw against North White. Opens things up for Courtney.
Well, Dunlap was getting through, then they really double teamed her, then that let Val get open, then she started killing them. So it worked back the other way again for the Lady Dragons.
Jump ball call is going to stay Argos ball.
And the ball is stolen from Dunlap again. And lays it in. And they got Dunlap's number. Sneaking up behind her. She's had more takeaways this game. Ross Popo, 3. And it's good! 3 in a row out of Ross Popo. And holy cow.
Do you think she's feeling it? Do you think she's feeling it?
Wow. Oh, my word. Ross Popo is killing it in the second half. And there's a tip by Barlow. The ball's loose, recovered. Barlow shuts her down. And there's a kick, and it's out of bounds by Dunlap. And Ross Popo is feeling it. Woo! Oh, my word. And the ball's in. Kicks. Looks. 49-18. Ball's tipped by Miller. Ball's loose. Miller recovers. Stricker, great hustle. Gives it to her. Miller with the spinning, rotating. Kicks it over to Ross Popo. No way. And it's off the mark. Great hustle. Anna
sits on it. Timeout, Coach. There we go.
Got to call a foul. Oh, my word.
It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go over to Tri-Central on the alternating possessions, but that's a little spin move there by
Shanna Miller. We've been waiting
Miller.
on that. That was absolutely Vinny-esque. We've seen Vinny do that in the boys' game a few times. Tremendous way to get free. Oh, boy.
Okay, we're getting
6 minutes away.
6 minutes here.
6 minute mark. 6 minute warning. 6 minutes until absolute. The girls are playing hard. Here they go. They got the defense out. They are not letting up. Stricker just about steals another one. Kicks it over. Here's a shot. And it's good. 20 to 49. Sorry. And Stricker gets it. It's loose. She gets hammered. Ross Popo looks. She's driving, and she's going to get bumped, and it's going to be on the ground.
On the ground, that's going to be the 6th team foul on Tri-Central. So next foul by the Lady Trojans is going to put the Lady Dragons in the 1 and bonus.
We want to give a shout-out to Martha down there in Brooksville, Florida. Sorry your picture's a little blurry. I'm glad, and there's a turnover. I'm glad that it's coming in a little bit better. Shanna Miller gets in there and causes problems, and rebound goes to Stricker. And it's stolen again. Here's a long 3, and it's missed. Way off the mark, rebound Barlow. Kicked out to Miller.
Well, you got to give the Lady Trojans credit. They're very
ball to Stricker, 3, and it's going to be just off.
I would have liked to seen her drive that.
That
was
wide open, yep. And here comes the Dragons. Need to settle down.
The thing is, there wasn't anybody down there to rebound either.
And they're going to call jump ball. Great hands out of Stricker. Great hands out of Stricker to reach down and put her on there and get that jump ball for the Dragons.
Bailey Nifong's getting ready to check in. She's going to come in for, she's looking, who am I going to come in for?
She's coming in for Stricker. And Stricker gets a big round of applause out of the fans.
4:54 to go.
Goes. Kicks it. Over to Ross Popo. Dunlap. On that last shot of Ross Popo, she just rushed it just a little bit. She was feeling it like this. Takes her time, puts it up, and it's good.
She gets drilled. Wake up, guys. Come on. Knocked her arms off.
Oh,
my goodness.
Should have had the free throw afterwards. Ross Popo with 15 or 16 the second half. And there's another 3. Air ball. Holy cow. I don't care that we're way up. You got to call the fouls when they're committed.
Tri-Central calls a timeout. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here with 4:23 left to go in this game. It's a 52-20 Argos Lady Dragon lead.
Whether it's new or just new to you, most people don't put buying a vehicle at the top of their favorite things to-do list. At Oliver Ford Lincoln, we try to break that stereotype.
We felt good about purchasing our vehicles here because I know how much Oliver Ford does for community outreaches.
And, I love the Mustang, so.
He loves the Mustang, but I drive it.
Hold your hand treatment. It's a lifetime experience at Oliver Ford Lincoln in Plymouth, where we tip our hat to you.
Don't settle for second best. The Zone Sports Complex of Northern Indiana is simply the finest facility of its kind, featuring 4 full-length IHSAA hardwood maple basketball courts, as well as a 1/3 court breakout area for individual and group instruction. The Zone's facility has all of your basketball needs, whether it's basketball, volleyball, soccer, flag football, lacrosse, softball, or baseball. The Zone has it all. Located on the west side of Plymouth, the Zone has all of the bells and whistles that players, family, and friends are looking for.
All right, we're back. 4:23 to go. Lady Dragons have the ball with a 52-20 advantage.
Well, the Dragons have definitely controlled this game. And there's Bailey Nifong fakes, kicks it out.
Come on, Bailey, put that one up.
Miller.
Lots of
hands all over the players. Kicks it down. Nifong looks. Shoved. There's a Dunlap. Great feed out of
Nifong. Beautiful pass. Assist Nifong. 54-20. I think
subs.
Under 4 minutes to go. Lineberry and Anna Barlow coming in.
And here comes Calhoun, Stone, Manikowski getting jerseys off. Warm-ups off, getting ready to go. Here comes Dunlap. And Tri-Central's running out of gas. And it's in.
Okay.
And Dunlap shooting for the old-fashioned 3. They are running out of steam. They have killed themselves trying to keep up, and it looks like the end for the Lady Trojans.
36-point lead. Anna Barlow.
And there comes Val Ross-Popo. And Ross-Popo gets a standing ovation, and here's the fans see him, and there's Anna Barlow. Dunlap.
Free throw, 3-point play is just short for Dunlap.
And she said she was off. She said it to her teammates, and
she's off and has like 25 points. I'll take that every day.
Complaining. And there's a first 3 of the night for the Lady Trojans. One of, I don't know, 25, 30. Shanna Miller fouled. There.
And that's going to put Shanna at the line to shoot 1-1 for the Lady Dragons. Got Emily Calhoun getting ready to check in here for the Lady Dragons. And it looks like she's going to go in for Shanna.
Shanna Miller.
So we'll see if Shanna, has she scored yet?
No, but she's going to right here.
Yeah, get on the scoreboard here, Shanna. Right now it's been Val Ross-Popo in the second half.
And she misses. And the ball's loose. Oh, boy.
Shanna tips it and steals it. Bailey Nifong comes up with it. Lady Dragons.
Dunlap.
We are under 3 minutes to go. Dunlap with the drive.
Nope.
On the ground.
On the ground. And she's going to the line. Shout out to the Chupp family listening in Plymouth. Huge supporters.
Let's see. Josh Obermeyer's following us now. Hey, I know the TV quality, but he says, I know the TV quality isn't the best, but I can see those are not fouls.
And here comes Shanna Miller. Listen to the crowd. Well, we got the face for radio, so that's why we're not on film.
Well, Josh, we understand. We can see it here pretty clear, and it's been a little iffy on the calls, but you know what? It's 56-23.
And Dunlap
57-23 now with the free throw from Dunlap. We've got under 3 minutes to go here. The Lady Dragons are going to be headed to the state championship game. Can he say it out loud yet?
State champ? Are you kidding me?
Well, they still got another game to go, but they are on their way.
Game. They're going. I mean,
58-23. That's 5. Carry the 2 with a 3. That's a 35-point lead.
Nobody counted the Dragons getting this far, and they sure have beat the odds, and they have played phenomenal basketball. And there's a good shot out of number 31.
Just kind of stuffing right now for the boy. They've just gave Courtney a lot of fits though.
Kicks the ball and it's out of bounds, and it's going to be Dragons.
They have gave Courtney fits. We will give them credit.
Yeah,
for
they've
that.
worked super hard. And here comes a couple subs for Tri-County, the younger players from sophomores. Tri-Central. Sorry,
you'll get it right before the end of the game.
You know, I'm sorry. I apologize for anyone from Tri-Central area.
All right, 31 for them, and let's see. There, she's coming out. Is she a senior?
And the ball's out of bounds, and it's going to go back.
Sophomore.
Turnover.
So we want to give the Tri-Central ladies, as they come out, credit too. That was 31. Richard came out.
Yep.
And she's only a sophomore, so she'll be back.
Haley Ferris and Haley Ferris, Kings Seed, Guscato are all seniors.
That was a shot by number 21, King Seed.
King Seed, the senior, getting the bucket at the end of the game, end of her senior year, end of her career for basketball. As far as high school goes. Barlow, 2, and puts it in.
Nice shot by Barlow, good 15-footer.
Yep.
We've talked all year about there's Manikowski and Stone getting ready to check in for the Lady Dragons.
Well, we're going to see most likely Dunlap and Barlow maybe coming out. Here's a jumper. Misses. Rebound. And Barlow with the foul, and they're 30. Well, it's still 60-27. The Dragons letting them a couple points.
29, 31-point lead. And Sam Stone, and there goes Courtney Dunlap and Anna Barlow are going to go out for the Lady Dragons to get a standing ovation. They are not done yet. They've got another game coming up here next weekend, so free throw is good for Ferris.
Stone kicks it into Manikowski. Hands all over him. Over to Stone. Stone kicks it over. Calhoun splits. The ball's loose.
Jump
and that's
ball.
Going to go towards Tri-Central.
All right, Andy, we're a minute 32. We got some Tri-Central Lady Trojans. They're going to take Ferris out. She is a senior for Tri-Central. And number 22, Casada, is going to come out.
And give their coach a hug. That's good quality stuff there.
There's
good
their seniors.
And they're done.
Tri-Central season is going to come to an end here today. Lady Dragons just too much for the Lady Trojans to handle.
And here comes the fans for the Dragons to their feet, and the ball's thrown away. Good defense. And the Dragons, look at the size of the crowd supporting Argos. There's 1,000 plus here.
Where's Lafayette Catholics fans going to sit?
I don't know where they're going. So, caddy corner, Calhoun, Manikowski. Calhoun shoots the 3, and it's off. And rebound, Lineberry kicks it out.
1 minute to go.
Manikowski fakes. Calhoun tries another 3, and it's off the mark. And the Dragons come back and get in defense.
60-30. We've got 45 seconds to go. Lady Dragons are getting ready to go to state, folks.
Oh, my word. Here's a quick 3, and it's off the mark, and it's out of bounds. It's going Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. Are you kidding me?
That's an end of the game call right there. That's okay.
I tell you. Well, back, so.
All right. Well,
I tell you
what.
what.
You got to give Tri-Central a lot of credit. They came out here and they really battled. They caused a lot of turnovers.
But the Dragons' offense is just too much not to match that defense for the Dragons. Helps save out of Stone. Good. Turns it over. Sees Nifong up front. Lineberry throws it away. A little squirrely.
I'm not sure if she thought Nifong was maybe like 7 foot or something, but that's okay. A turnover for the Lady Dragons off of a turnover for the Lady Trojans.
And here we go. It's the end. 16 seconds. Dragons. We're going to make the call. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Look at
5,
everybody's on their feet, even Oregon Davis
3,
fans. There's a turnover. Lineberry on the floor.
And that's it. The Dragons are going to the state finals. Holy cow. I cannot believe what we just witnessed. 30-point win under the Lady Dragons. Oh, I tell you what, Steve, there's no way that we were going to think that we'd be saying that any time in our broadcasting career.
Well, we thought for sure the Lady Dragons had a good chance to win this, but to win this by 30,
oh my goodness,
you gotta love the support.
Just absolutely tremendous. Here we go.
Gotta love the support from the crowd. The whole town of Argos is represented here. There's I think there's like 4 people over there with Lafayette Catholic blue on.
Yeah, they're just absolutely crazy.
They came in here. They're like, where are we gonna sit? Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to have to get up myself just so I can see and broadcast what's going on.
Just don't get your head in
Phil's
way.
I'm not in Phil's way. There's the Lady Dragons in the center.
You're looking at the Argos Lady Dragons, your 2016 semi-state champions. They are going to Bankers Life Fieldhouse next week. They will be playing the winner of Jack Sendell and Vincent Rivet for the state title. We give all the props to Tri-Central, the Lady Trojans. Their season is going to come to an end. 17-12, they're going to finish the season. So the Lady Dragons move to 24-3 on the season, and you might want to not kill them before the final game.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh my word. We
just made history, Andy.
Are going to state.
We just made history. We've done something.
These Lady Dragons just made history. Tremendous. Oh my goodness.
And then you get the little cheerleaders coming out there.
I tell you what.
Oh
my goodness. I don't know what we can do next. This is just absolutely crazy.
Well, we got one more game to go win, and for everybody watching at home, we will this is going to be it for us for Lady Dragons basketball for the season. It's been a true honor and a pleasure, Andy, to be able to broadcast these games this season.
And they trampled Samantha. Of course, my daughter. They trample her because they're idiots. That drives me nuts when they don't have that common sense.
Well,
yeah, I know you're excited, but now we got an injured player. And there's Coach Teal with his wife.
1 week off of the first regional championship for Coach Teal in 16 seasons of coaching. And now they follow it up with a semi-state championship here today versus the Tri-Central Lady Trojans. We're going to just let you watch the girls cut the nets down. They should be getting pretty good at the net thing here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you hate to see something silly like that happen, and a player goes down. The fans got to be a little bit more in control. You got to be smarter than that. Absolutely silly that you get injured. And they're going to cut the nuts down, and that's just tremendous. Here goes the Lady Dragons making history. I tell you what.
Argos fans, just in case you want to take a picture of the scoreboard, we have up the score up there for you with an option if you would like.
All right, so we're just going to kind of turn the mics down here and let you guys enjoy the scenery here from Crown Point.
I think Samantha's going to limp out there to try to get her piece of the net.
We'll get the final stats here from the game, and hopefully we can get a few players, Coach Teal, up here to maybe do an interview on our last broadcast here for the Lady Dragons. And
he's got the WNDU. He's got everybody after him right now. So we're going to have to give it a little break.
Yep,
we're going to film it. We're going to film it, getting the nuts cut, and then we're going to
nets cut.
Yeah, the nets cut, and
not the nuts cut. Nets cut. How about that?
All right. I'm a little elated. I'm a little bit spastic here. That's how it goes. We're going to shut down. We're going to just let it go for a while, and then we'll be right back.
All right, well, we're watching the Argos Lady Dragons cutting the nets down here. They are the North Semi-State champions here from Crown Point High School. And we're going to go through the stats here. I don't know, Andy went down to see if Coach Teal was available, but let me get my bearings here on this. Okay. All right, we're going to start off with the Lady Trojans from Tri-Central High School. Haley Ferris finishes her career with 16 points for the game. They had Taylor Davis, who was she had 5. Emily Richard had 3. Serena Caseda had 2. Kelly Kingseed had 2. And Nicole Sharp had 2 for 30 total points. Now on the Lady Dragons, they were led by Courtney Dunlap, who scored 28 points. Val Ross Popo had 18. Macy Stricker had 7. Kaylin Barlow had 5. And Anna Barlow had 5. Or no, Anna Barlow had 2, my bad. The Lady Dragons win this game 60-30. Got Abby Manikowski going up there to get her piece of the net right now, and boy, the Lady Dragons, you can see they've got the whole half of the floor covered right now with fans, and they are definitely a happy bunch. Obviously, they are going to advance to Bankers Life Fieldhouse. To say that out loud, folks, I tell you what, I said this earlier, it's been a true honor. I've been greatly blessed to be able to do this. I want to thank Scott Menser and Dale Menser and everybody with the Voice Enterprises for letting us do this. And thank all of our sponsors. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. The Zone Sports Complex, Ted Hayden, Doug Griffiths, Andy Stone, everybody involved with that. Oliver Ford, John Oliver, and everybody over there at Oliver Ford, Morris family with State Farm Insurance, the Hoffman family, Halderman Real Estate, the Miller family with CNS Equipment and Outdoor and Automotive. Who am I forgetting? Mr. Trophy, Amy Stone. She did some wonderful work. Came through with some trophies for us for the Winter Classic when West Central wasn't able to. I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, Hereford, Rob Hereford, Jenny Hereford. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And let me just sit down here and see who else I know I'm forgetting somebody. Argos Do It Best, obviously. Thank you over there, everybody from Argos Do It Fitness Forum. We thank them for all their help. St. Francis College, I tell you what, it's a wonderful thing. It's been a great honor. We've done 24 out of the 27 games, I think. 25 out of the 27 games the Lady Dragons have played this season. You can go back and watch them all at the Voice Enterprises or the Voice Sports Network. You can find us on YouTube as well. And the IHSAA, if you're not going to be able to make it down to Indy next week, you can look up the IHSAA Champions Network and get a feed from Indianapolis for the state championship. So I'm going to take a break. I got Macy coming up here, wants to say hi, so we'll be back here in just a second. All right. Okay. We're just kind of winging it right here. We are joined by senior Val Rospopo and or Macy Stricker. And Val, wow. Were you like the hole on the rim, like 8 foot around, or what was going on?
I mean, I don't know. The first half was rough. I mean, I definitely got in my head a little bit in the first half, and then during halftime, Coach Snyder and Abby Manikowski was like talking me up, like pepping me up, and they were like, "Don't worry about it. Like this is a whole new game. Just restart the game." And I hit that first three, and man, I was feeling it. I felt good. I kept going.
And Macy, you had a huge first half. You big three there to begin the game, and 7 points overall. And I tell you what, is it sunk into you guys yet? You guys are going to go to Bankers Life Fieldhouse to play for the state championship.
Nope, not one bit. It does not. It just feels like a Winter Classic or something, or a bi-county. I mean, it hasn't really sunk in yet that this is like we're the final two. Yeah. We're going to state.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
And you know, Andy and I talked before the game, and we kind of had a feeling you guys would be able to win this. But did you expect a 30-point win?
Nope, I did not. I mean, we watched a lot of their game film. We talked about them a lot. We researched about them a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like they were a terrible team. Obviously, they made it to semi-state.
Right.
They were a good team, but I think what we've done the last two games, North White and today, Tri-Central, is like we've taken them out in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gotten in their head so bad, like we just changed the whole like motion of the game, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you guys definitely did a great job here today, and next week I get to sit in the stands and watch you guys, and it hasn't sunk in. Yeah, it hasn't sunk in yet. It's going to be different. I'm going to have to. And I think maybe I'll just take my headset and wear it. You know, and that way I can do
just
my own commentary in my head.
Take a video.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great
it's
job.
Amazing.
And we're going to get a couple more here lined up. We got Kaylin and Kennedy and Mariah here waiting to get their headsets on. So. All right, we got seniors, Mariah Lineberry and Kaylin Barnes this year, and we've been able to do a lot of your games. And we just, from the bottom of my heart, from Andy, we thank you for the season. I mean, just thank you guys for all the hard work.
Yeah, thanks for the support, especially like videotaping us and stuff.
And, you know, the neat thing is for you guys, you can go back and relive it all if you want. You know, you can always go back and watch all the games.
Yeah.
So, we're not done yet. We got one more to go, and we'll see you next week in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, we'll do Courtney and Kennedy, then we'll get you.
We are partners in crime.
Okay. We got juniors Kennedy Binkley and Courtney Dunlap here. There you go.
A little too close.
Kennedy, I tell you, Andy and I talked about it, and, you know, not saying you did bad the first part of the season, but probably the last 2 or 3 games of the year, and definitely in the sectional, regional, and now semi-state, your defense has just made a huge difference for the Lady Dragons. And talk about, you know, you gotta just take a little bit of pride, you know, in playing defense, and you've done a great job with that. And talk about that a little bit.
Well, thank you, but I know that like my role on the team is defense because I don't do too much offensively, but give Courtney the ball. But yeah, that's like my job on the team.
She does a great job at it.
She does an excellent job, and Courtney, you've come up huge in the last 5 games. You know, you missed the first round of sectionals down with the flu, and maybe, you know, Val missed, you know, part of a game with a bum ankle, and you missed part of a game or a whole game with the flu, and maybe we just need to get you guys sick more often.
Maybe that's the key.
28 points here today. Did you guys envision anything like this happening today?
No, I knew we would win, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Yeah.
The way we came out and played today was hard to beat.
You know, even at halftime, you know, you guys were up 20, which, you know, it felt a little closer than that maybe, but you guys came out and just destroyed it in the third quarter, and then just basically put it on cruise there in the fourth quarter. And here's something I was telling the other girls. You guys are going next Saturday to play at Bankers Life Fieldhouse for a state title. I mean, has that sunk in yet?
No. I don't think it will until we're there. I've never been there, so I'm sure when I walk in, I'll just probably pass out. But it'll be an awesome experience.
Is it going to be one of those Hoosier scenes, where Coach Teal has to get somebody out with the tape measure, hey, these are 10-foot rims.
Yeah, you might have to do that.
These are 15 feet, free throws. And, it's going to be amazing just being in that place. I've been there, but I've always been way up in the top rafters, Yeah. So the fact that you guys get to go down there and play, something that, we were talking with Kaylin and Mariah about, this is farther – the illustrious history of Argos basketball, and this is the farthest any team has gone. And, I can just imagine what this week is going to be like.
Lots of food in the lockers.
Yeah.
Well, they got plenty of food, I think, lined up for the trip home, and it's going to be a fun week. You guys
It'll
just
be an awesome week.
Yeah.
Something we'll remember forever. I think.
Yeah, you guys absorb this and soak it in, because I'm thrilled to death for you guys, and I'm glad that we got to to do this all year. And
thank you for doing this. This is
Yeah.
awesome. I know a ton of people watch it.
Yeah, I know. It's been great. And you guys, rating-wise, the number of views that we get per week are beating Allen County schools.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable, the amount of support, the people that are watching. Even when we start rambling, I know Andy and I get to going and we start rambling, but it's been great. I thank you guys. Congratulations, and we're going to see you next week. Do you believe that?
Thank you.
I can't. Thanks.
All right, Kennedy Dinkley and Courtney Dunlap, juniors, and we're going to get Coach Teal. We're going to get Coach Teal and
Kennedy,
Superintendent.
All my stuff is on that chair down there, so we need to get my stuff.
All right, we're joined here with by little major close-up. We are joined by the Argos Superintendent, Mrs. Michelle Reese, and head coach Gary Teal, and you guys just got to be over the moon right now.
Over the moon twice.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could jump
it's
over
unbelievable.
it. I know the trip up here was awesome.
Wasn't it?
The whole week, just being involved with everything, and coming out here, Coach Teal. Andy and I talked. We got a really good chance to win this, but did you expect this from the kids?
I think yes. I expected them to play well, because I think right now we're peaking at the right time. We're playing excellent defensive basketball. I really felt that if we come out and play great defense like we normally play, and that we shoot the ball well, that we're going to be in the basketball game. And so, did I expect us to jump out to that 20-point lead so quick? No, because Tri-Central's a quality basketball team, or they wouldn't be here. So, but that's the kind of start we wanted, but I didn't anticipate that. But I was sure glad to see it after the first quarter.
And Mrs. Reese, we've talked,
yes.
At different games and stuff about the community and everything going on, and you can see it here today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I think there's no one left in Argos right now.
Yeah, there can't be anybody left. The community support, and you guys have done something that no Argos team in the illustrious Argos basketball history. Even making it to the Final Four back in single class days.
Yes.
You guys are going to the state championship game.
Championship game. I don't think it's sunk in yet.
Yeah, I don't think so yet.
So we'll have to get the itinerary and everything. We're going to get together. The old gold.
Yeah.
I mean, those people have been just amazing.
They have you guys, up on the road. Your signs and so forth all the way here. The parents have just done such a fantastic job. Providing meals, planning pep sessions.
Yes.
Mrs. Reese has been involved in that. I'm sure spearheading a lot of that, with the parents, and it's just outstanding. I couldn't ask for more, and the support we had from the fans today and the student body, it's just amazing. It's going to just solidifies a little community of Argos. Makes you feel good inside.
Yeah,
makes you feel happy to be a part of it. Doesn't it?
Right. I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. I'm so proud of the kids.
Yes.
The kids deserve it. We can just give them the tools. They're the ones that have to go out there and play the game.
Exactly.
I'm just so proud of them for really. Taking it one game at a time. And we've talked about this since last summer. Take it one game at a time and build upon that, and they have. And I'm just so proud of them for their team play and just playing super basketball.
Oh, yeah, they are definitely peaking at the right time.
Exactly.
You're going to be facing the either number 1 or number 2 team in the state, so that'll be a tough game. But, you know, first things first, you're there.
We need to
We're
celebrate
there.
first,
yes.
though, don't
we?
we?
We want to celebrate.
We're ready to do that tonight.
Yeah, let's do that.
So for everybody watching at home, we're going to have, what are we going to have, pep rallies?
Oh, we're having a big super pep rally, and Tony Ross is going to be there to help us MC it, and it's for, well, we have a DJ coming. Our own Tucker Thayer's got his stuff set up. I don't think Coach knows all this yet. I think he's going to realize.
I'm ready to party.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be a dance party out there, and it's at 7 o'clock. So please come.
Okay.
We're going to, I know the team's staying to cheer on OD, so as soon as they finish that game, they're heading back, and they'll join us at the gym. So I hope I can see everyone out there. Let's fill the gym.
I'm sure you'll fill it up, and you got to give a shout out to the OD fans.
Yes.
They, you know, 2 small schools. We battle back and forth a lot, but you know, they recognized, they stood up, they cheered for you guys, and then at the end of the game, that was something neat.
Oh,
the girls all, you know, thank you.
Yes.
Everybody stood up and clapped. It was an amazing thing.
It's a neat thing to see, you know, and I got a real nice email from Terry Minix and said that the Bobcats are going to be here supporting us. And I said, hey, likewise, we'll be here to support you.
Yes.
Like you said, we're rivals during the season, but we're both small communities, and we'd love nothing more to see both small communities get to that state final championship.
And what was so amazing, too, you know, I told Coach, I got an email from Mrs. Burrows from Triton on Friday wishing us well, and I even got a text already from her. And Dick Reese from John Glenn also, when I was in the caravan trying to hold up signs, Dick's also wishing us well. So even these smaller schools around us, it's amazing how much support we get from them because they, too, know what we have and how special it is to be from a small community and all this pride.
Yeah, it's a great thing, and we thank you both for everything that you guys have done, not only for the school, for the community, for everybody. It's just been a wonderful time. This is it for us, you know, for the season, but we get to go down and watch, you know, and I told Macy, I think I'm just going to take my headset and just kind of sit there. I don't know how to watch a game where I can actually see, you
that's
know,
why
listen.
I was going to know how you're going to be during that.
Right.
It's going to be difficult for you, isn't it?
I'll try it, though.
You'll try it out for once?
Yeah, I'll try it out. So,
well, congratulations, Dad.
Yeah, well, thank you. And we'll see you back at the school. And
fantastic.
Wow.
But thanks you for covering all the games this year.
Yeah.
You know, your parent involvement with the team and so forth. We just appreciate all you've done.
Yeah, and also Phil and Andy as well. I know it takes a special group of you to do this, and it amazes me that you guys do this for us, and I appreciate it.
Well, and we were telling, or I was telling Courtney and Kennedy, the ratings that we get, you know, for Argos are better than some of the ratings that the Allen County Voice is getting over there for, you know, Homestead, Norwell, big Allen County schools. We're getting more views on our station than they are. So that
awesome.
You know, that encourages us.
Yes.
You know, lets us know we're doing something right. And then you get the support. You know, right there's Rob Herford, a huge supporter of ours. You know, the support that we get financially from the community. You know, it just makes us want to keep doing it.
Right.
We knew there was going to be something special this year.
Right.
But wow.
You didn't realize
wow. So
go Lady Dragons.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you
Thank
again.
you very much.
Thanks
and appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Yes.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
Yes.
We'll see you tonight.
See you tonight. Yes. Thanks.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to get Andy back in here, and we're going to wrap it up. Phil, you want to say anything? Of course, Phil doesn't want to say anything.
Oh, my crying.
All right. Well, Andy, you missed all the interviews. But,
I'm doing just fine.
All right. So I tell you what, I'm getting ready to wrap her up. We got about 15 minutes. OD's going to be getting on the floor, and don't worry. Just
we have face
Andy.
for radio. Don't put it on us.
Any final comments, Andy?
Well, you know what? I'm very proud of the girls' defensive effort. Very proud of the overall outcome. The girls played very hard. They were in control from the get-go. Couple things we need to tighten up because I'm a critic and I'm a coach. You still got to maintain better possession of the ball. A couple too many turnovers, and you got to relax. You know, they were very excited at the beginning, got themselves in a little bit of foul trouble, but I mean, How can you really judge somebody and say, yeah, you didn't do that great when you just won by 30? Come on. And you just won the biggest game in the school's history.
By 30.
By 30.
By 30.
And you are going to state after this win. And you did it by 30. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I'm super proud of all these players. And I put a nice little picture on Facebook with Coach Teal and the superintendent, Michelle Reese, and myself, and I said this is a team, a school, and a community win. And I tell you what, when we have a community of 1,600 people, and we got over 900 to 1,000 in attendance supporting the Dragons, and then those who couldn't make it commenting and sending messages from via Twitter and Facebook and all that because they're watching the game or listening to the game, that just tells you so much how much this does mean. And I tell you what, I thank everybody. And tonight, 7 o'clock at the gym in Argos, I was told a specific quote from Michelle, Mrs. Reese, the superintendent, the party's going to be on.
Well, that's going to be awesome. Everybody that's here, everybody that's watching, get out there to the school. And we're going to wrap it up here. Andy, this is going to do it for us.
We are done.
Andy might appear from Indy on the broadcast for Max 98.3. We haven't worked out the details, or he hasn't worked out the details, but
yeah,
they want him to do a little sidelining reporting.
So
Andy's hitting the big time here. But we're just going to wrap it up here. All we can say is the Argos Lady Dragons are your 2016 semi-state champions. They will be playing from Bankers Life Fieldhouse next Saturday at, I believe, 10:30 in the morning in the Class A state championship game.
Oh, my goodness.
State championship game. The Lady Dragons are 24-3 on the season. They will face the winner later on this evening of Jack Sendell and Vincent Rivet for the Class A title. So for Andy Stone,
yep.
Phil Dean,
say yep.
I'm Steve Stricker, and thank you all for joining us.
What a great season!
What a great season it's been. It's been a wonderful thing for us to do, and I'm sure Andy will repeat that sentiment that it's just been fun. That's all I can say. It's been fun. So for everybody here, we will see you. We'll have boys sectional action coming up next as far as our broadcasts go, but we want to see everybody that was here today down in Indianapolis next Saturday. After, of course, we go to the school and have a little fun. So for Andy Stone and Phil Dean, I'm Steve Stricker, and everybody have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the preceding Voice Sports Network broadcast. The Voice Sports Network is proud to bring this service to you, but we remind you to support your local schools when possible. Go to the games, support the high school athletes, and show them your support. But when you can't make it, you can always listen here. Thanks again for listening from all of us at the Voice Sports Network.